feel like we give Metal Gear a pass. Like Metal Gears have never been
a
bad.
focus on the summer games, though, right?
Yeah.
And it's September, and we almost all had like a fight over what is September, what is summer, and what isn't.
I was trolling you guys so hard. It was awesome.
Yeah, well, that wasn't.
I mean,
really
we can have a huge conversation
personal.
about Metal Gear when the Games of the Year comes up.
Yeah,
I know, but this is like kind of the I guess you know what, this is the remember the game. So when we get to Game of the Year, we can be like, oh yeah. But you have to think like I was saying, like summer 1994, we want the best of summer 2015 to match up against the summer of 1994, and if we leave Metal Gear off, that's not really fair.
But is Metal Gear kicking off the holiday season?
It's kicking off fall. Oh, you know what? Let's draw a line in the sand. August 31st, the cutoff. Metal Gear and Mad Max are out.
They're in the fall.
They're in the fall, so that is that. So yeah, so hello everybody. Welcome to the Allerton Ave Top 7 Games of Summer 2015. This is just a little behind the scenes. I'm Jason, joined by Brett Metal, Chad Wanacky, and Tristan Wisher.
It's like the Legends coming back, dude.
It's hilarious.
Is that what it says on there? Oh, sorry about that.
It always says, yeah, it always says your Twitter handle for some reason, so that's what we call you. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of break down this little behind the scenes like we do here when we post our top 7 list. We want to show you guys how we got to that list, and we've already like come to one of our first hurdles, which is deciding when we should cut off the games of summer 2015. And Metal Gear's out, Mad Max is out, Batman Arkham Knight should be out.
Meh. Just because you play it on the PC.
Yeah. And I just don't think it was a great game. I wouldn't even put it in the Game of the Year conversation. So putting it in the top 7 of summer, I don't know.
For summer though, definitely.
Yeah, for what we have in the summer, dude, I'd put it in top 7.
We'll leave it on. Let's talk about some of the games we have on here. We have Rocket League, Splatoon, Madden 16, Disney Infinity, which just came out right under the wire. Yeah. Galactic Civilizations 3, which I love. Rare Replay, The Witcher 3, Mega Man, Until Dawn, Destiny, House of Wolves, Wolfenstein, Batman, and Life is Strange.
I'm throwing a fucking axe right at fucking Disney Infinity 3.0.
Dude, it's pretty solid.
It could be solid, dude, but it's not worth the money, dude. You're telling people to go out and spend $100, dude, on this, like, game that, I mean, you're not going to get that much content out of. Unless you like sandbox mode, then go get Minecraft.
You know, I don't know. I'm not going to debate the, like, if it's worth it, because I kind of, after playing it like 2.5 hours maybe, think it could totally be worth it, and it's probably a better value proposition than, say, Skylanders in total content that you get per $1, and maybe better than Destiny's last 2 expansions.
But, like, top 7 games
so
of the summer,
So if we're talking that,
dude?
like, how's the Wolves get in there?
If I just played it.
Disney, that shit gets spread. But, I mean, I think Disney is a really good game so far. I want to keep it on the list for a second. If you guys both want to knock it, we can, but it's pretty good. It's really well made, and I think it's better than some of the other stuff we have on our list.
Top 7. Disney
Top
goes
7.
in. I'm just saying that it's like, it just doesn't seem like it's that great of a game. The graphics aren't mind-blowingly awesome.
Well, how
like,
is it? Is it not better than Mega Man?
I haven't played it yet, though, so I can't really say, dude.
But what about, like, so let's talk about another game on the list, Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Yeah, I don't think it's top 7. I played it, but I mean, if you've played any of the Mega Man games...
Is it the best collection of those 6 Mega Man games?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, so here's where we get to the point, like, why we're doing this list. Because if you listen to the Block Party every single week, we just bitch and bitch and bitch how no good games are coming out this summer. Like, we've probably done it 100 times. And then I sat down and started to make a list, and I was like, you know what? It hasn't been that bad.
Yeah. We were
it's
like,
actually
fuck, man.
It's better than I thought it was going to be. So, I don't know. The Witcher 3 has to be, like,
Witcher 3 is
right?
Automatic.
Yeah, top 3.
All right, so we're going to move The Witcher 3 into the top 3 right now. We'll put it at number 3. Actually, we're going to put it at number 1, because why not?
Yeah, why not? For now, until we think of something else. I'm gonna say that, like, we should also put Splatoon up in the top 3, man.
Dude, absolutely. There's no question. Splatoon has to go.
Love that.
From a fucking beginning of summer hater of Splatoon to the end of summer lover of Splatoon, dude, it changed my life.
Splatoon
and
was
my wife.
You know what? Everybody on the podcast just shit all over that game so hard.
What, Splatoon?
Yeah.
Oh,
before it came out, we just dumped on it every day.
I wiped my ass with it several times.
And you just play it, and it's just magical.
Sucks you in, dude.
It really does. And that one definitely needs to go up there. You guys didn't play Rocket League enough, did you?
I didn't even touch that game, so if you guys want to know why Rocket League isn't in the top 5, Chad never played it.
I can say like.
How much did you enjoy it, Jason?
Yeah.
Every time I played it, I really enjoyed it, and I remember. I guess I can quantify how great it is by the fact that when I first started to play it, I didn't stop playing it for like 2 hours straight. And I just wanted to keep doing another match. And I don't know if I was trying to figure out, I think I said it on the block party, if it was a good game or if like the controls were shit or like I couldn't figure it out like 100%. But every time I've gone back and played it, I've wanted to play like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, it's just something you like need.
Kind of like Splatoon. Like Splatoon. Like if I don't play Splatoon, I don't play Splatoon. But if I put it in, I want to play for a couple hours, which I can't say for a lot of games. Like I have like The Witcher 3 is a game I put on. And after like 10 minutes, why am I playing this right now? I don't know what to do. I'm lost. It's not fun. I'm out. But I know how important that game is to like someone, say like Amy, who's put like 1 million hours into it.
What, Splatoon or Witcher?
Both, but mostly The Witcher. So I can see how like as a site, I have to respect that part.
Witcher 3 is huge.
But Rocket League, I want to put Rocket League in the top 7 at some point because you just have to think of the like even if you guys haven't played it, like the impact that has had on gaming in general all summer long. It's like the summer game. Like people love
I think it definitely belongs in the top 7.
Like there's no game I think that's come out this summer out of nowhere like that game and has made as big an impact on even like people are trying to like put it in like tournaments like like fighting game like Major League Gaming tournaments. They want this game in there. So I feel like Rocket League should be in the top 7, no question.
I feel like I'm going to need to try this game out now.
Yeah, more after it's in the top 7.
We'll see if it makes it.
It's probably going to make it.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff left.
Let me jump in right away with what I thought was my number 1, and that's Wolfenstein Old Blood, which it's by far, this is the game I enjoyed the most of anything in the summer and the entire year, really.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
have you ever played a Wolfenstein?
Because you've never played Wolfenstein.
not one of the recent ones. And I played this one before I played. This was a prequel to whatever the other one was. This one was
the
New Order.
New Order. It was the New Order. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now have you gone back and played the New Order?
I have, and like Old Blood, I couldn't stop playing it. Every time I stopped playing it, I was thinking about when the next time I was going to play this next, and how much I was looking forward to that experience of playing it again. I started with New Order, and then I didn't get stuck, but I got to a point where like, I'm going to try something else, because I think when it came out, there was another big release. I can't remember exactly which one, but everything took a back seat to Old Blood, though. I started it, and I had to finish it before I got.
So what separated Old Blood from the other one that like they had in it that was so much better? Because it sounds like they're pretty much the same engine, same game.
Exactly.
I can jump. I actually played a little bit of both, so I can say like Old Blood. I feel like took all the best. Like it was just less of the story and just more of the shooting and blowing shit up. It was like a much more streamlined Wolfenstein experience. It was definitely they took what they did and they were just like, okay, we're just gonna let you go in there and shoot stuff, and it was very refined Wolfenstein. I could see it making the list. I mean, considering how often Tristan talk about it, I would be able to move it into the top 7 right now and just maybe revisit.
I would be open to putting it on Tristan's list.
Tristan's number 1.
If you want to talk value, like that game I think was what, $30?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around that retail when it first got released.
It was like what, 6 hours to beat it?
At least I think it was at least 8 or so.
But if you played through it in an entire sitting, I guess that would suck. But if you went back to it a bunch of times, it probably would.
Yeah, I kept going back to it. It was a lot of fun.
I'll move it into the top 7 for right now. The one I think it's probably gonna stay because that's your number 1, and I just see your hearts in that one, Tristan. I can see it in your face.
I'll fight for that one.
So, all right, Chad, you haven't really fought for anything yet. What is gonna make your list here? Destiny,
Dude, you guys
House of
already
Wolves?
got 2 of my games in the list.
House of
Splatoon and The
Wolves?
Witcher. Those were in my top 3 personal list. So
all right.
I mean, we're looking good right now. I haven't.
Let's talk. You're 2 for 2. Let's talk about knocking a game off, and that is Galaxy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I did not enjoy pretty much any minute I spent with that game. I wanted to love that game, but I couldn't recommend it.
I think if you look back and you wanted to do most anticipated game of the summer, you could probably put that in there. Because
dude, I was on a 7 on that one. I was like super fucking pumped.
Yeah, dude. And then like we did the random 30 on it. You guys saw how we failed on that, and like it Yeah, it didn't give me, like, I didn't want to keep playing it after I got my ass kicked out of it. Get that off the list. You get
Peace
that
out.
shit
One
Rare Replay is one I would say we could probably take off.
really?
It's one of those games that me and you both, we played it when
Dude, Jason, you were nodding your head like you wanted it on the list.
I think I do want it on the list. I
But
feel
it's
like
one of those,
it's a
like,
great collection.
All right, I installed it all. I didn't play through much of anything, and I probably won't go back to this until
That's a good point.
a rainy day when I'm looking for something to do. Like for a summer release, though, it didn't really have a big effect. This is one of those games that, with 30 games in one disc, you can't play all 30 games within the first week or anything. Well, you can, but you can't play that much time for each one.
Because you did, actually.
Yeah,
dude.
I started up each one. Maybe some games I only took 10 seconds with after I didn't want to play anymore. But this is one of those that you keep playing.
It fell in a good hole, like in the schedule, like where I felt like, okay, I want to get this, and I'm going to play a lot of it. And I played a couple Battletoads and played a little Perfect Dark. Man, that's the ultimate value for dollar. We always talk about that.
It's interesting to see that none of you guys put Gears of War remastered on there.
I have no desire.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition or whatever, like you didn't put that on the list?
I didn't even get to playing it yet.
Oh.
I just don't, like, what I've seen of it, I just don't think that's worthy of a top 7 game.
Same old game, dude. I think that Rare Replay probably was successful in its, like, behind-the-scenes stuff, like the extra stuff that you unlock, but as the bare-bones game, I don't know if it's the best of the best, but...
I mean, there's some games on there that I tried it out and I'm never going to touch again.
I think it's great to give people that haven't ever played any of these Rare games a great opportunity to try them, but maybe there's other stuff
on the fence for me. If you want to fight for it more, I can see it maybe.
I mean, I want to see where I want to keep it on our
maybe 6.
On our
keep it on for now.
On our preliminary here, because I don't know where this list is going to fall. Mega Man, Chad, do you want to push for that, or are we going to cut that?
I really can't push for it because, like, as much as I talked about, like, on the Random 30, like it being really awesome because it is for this gen, it didn't really set itself apart, like, over other games this summer. Like, it just was a collection, just brought me nostalgia, dude. I don't think there's a gamer that's, like, out there right now that hasn't really touched a Mega Man. I mean, there's just so fucking many of them, and that it didn't change anything. Like, except for the filters and stuff were cool that Rare Replay didn't even fucking do.
Rare Replay had a filter.
Rumor has it sucked.
Yeah, it was pretty like, people thought it was cool, but I just didn't. I thought it was crap.
But if we need a 7th place, I would give it my personal 7th, but...
Oh, let's talk Madden for a second, because I think that thing deserves to be on this list. Best Madden in 10 years. Dude, I have to say, I love this Madden. I played a couple more games over the weekend. I think I played 2 more games, and I loved both games I played. I had a good time.
Another game that snuck in.
I love the new catch mechanic. It's just so much fun to just chuck it up there and watch a guy go and fight for it. It's
fucking
great.
All I see on my fucking Twitter, dude, is fucking jump catches and fucking people jumping around catching things. Besides Kanye West and the fucking for president, I see fucking jump catches, dude, for Madden 16, and it doesn't, like, I don't know, I feel like it's the same catch. I don't see anything different, but I haven't played every Madden.
It's completely
Well, now you actually hit the button, and then they jump, and they go wherever you tell them to.
Because I remember, like, the drama for Madden was, like, your line would scrape across the end zone, or your feet would scrape across the end zone, or almost.
Oh, yeah, they still have that. They still have that, but that's just more, like, normal animations now. Now it's like...
That's old. That's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, this is like new guys like going up in their hands or fighting for the ball. And it's not just that. I just think the whole package. I don't know if I was emailing you guys about the other modes that they've added, the draft champions and stuff like that. I just think for a Madden game to come out and actually be awesome...
It's the best one of the...
Potentially... Like, I look at Madden and I was like, oh, cool, Madden's coming out. Where I used to be super excited as a kid. I haven't been excited for a long time, and I wasn't excited for this. I didn't even know about the catch
Which is probably even better to your...
Yeah, I didn't know a single thing what's new until I actually played it.
So maybe that is why I was okay with it, because I was like, whoa, shit, you can do this? This is cool. So for me, Madden is definitely one of the top 7 games of summer, but it's a sports game, so I could see us fighting to get it off. And if I had to choose between Disney or Madden, I don't know which one I would choose. But both of those, I don't think either are going to make the list.
I would be fine with giving Madden like 7 for me, just because like I just trust your opinion because you shit all over Madden last year, and you wiped your ass with it. Like, and I feel like
there were some fights on the site about Madden.
You coming back, but Tristan, saying he hates it, but
I'm an old man when it comes to Madden.
He's like an old guy. So
I did Tristan,
so much of it.
If it doesn't have A, B, select, start, dude, it's too many buttons.
Tristan was complaining about the high and low throws on the block party the other day, and I didn't even know about those throws until you said them on the podcast. So then I went out and I tried them in the game, and holy shit, those are amazing! Like being able to be the quarterback and throw the ball at your guy's feet, or like throw it high, because you know how the linebacker is in the middle, right, all the time, and he jumps like 20 feet in the air, swings his arm. It's like the thing that's been in Madden since Super Nintendo.
Yeah, like, but hasn't like the throw it further, throw it shorter been in Madden too?
That's been in there, but it's but this is, you can still do the further left, right? But this is a new modifier that you can throw it like super high in the air, like an arc.
That's how I used to throw the football.
Yeah, the Honaki special, dude.
Right.
To make you stare up into the ceiling.
Actually works.
I was probably harsher on Madden than I should have, and that's mostly just because I've only played one game. If I put a little bit more games into it, maybe I could come around to it, especially how much you're saying you enjoyed it. So I think
I'm going to try to review it on the site this week. That's my goal, and I guess everybody can see where I'm leaning. It's not a 5. Spoilers.
There's 2 that I would like to get off the list.
Dude, I'm playing for Disney, dude. It's great.
We can knock off Life is Strange.
Yeah, okay, that's one of the 2 that I'd like to get out of there. I just feel like it's episodic, so it's not the full deal yet.
Yeah. Are you trying to get rid of Black Civilization 3?
Yeah.
That game is great.
It's not. It can be as great as it wants to be.
It's as great as your imagination allows it to be, which probably is the best thing you could possibly say about a game like that.
I started it and did not want to go back to it.
Dude, because you have to put in like a good 12 hours before you can play it.
First session, yeah.
Which I haven't put into this one, so I can't really fight for this one. I from what I put in, I know it's better than 2, which I put like 100 hours in 2, and I've only, I don't know what my Steam says, probably got like
I think it said 150.
And like 7, let's not kill ourselves. But yeah, we'll knock it off.
Just because, like, dude, it's like I did try to play it because you were hyped on it all summer long, and
it's really
I checked
good.
It out. I tried to get. I think I bought it for Amy because you were like, yeah, dude, you would like it. She's never touched it. She touched it one time too, but Civilization 5 kept her interest. So I don't know if it was just like getting started and introduced.
There's a huge learning curve in that game because there's so many mechanics that are not in Civilization, like you're saying, and it's off the list. I'm fine with being off the list. We have 3 slots and we have 4 games left.
Let's talk newer release, Until Dawn, a game that I started to play for a few hours. I know Amy played a little bit, right?
Yeah, Chad, you played it, I'm assuming, by association.
Via watching, I played it. I partook in it.
And
it's basically
she crushed
the same thing.
The shit out of that thing. So, dude, if you guys we gotta listen to her. Hopefully, we get around the block party and talking about it. But
I mean, from my experience so far, is it a mind-blowing game that I've never seen before? No, but it adds some new elements to a game where you're choosing your own adventure, and it adds some new elements to that. Where in a Telltale game, I've never really wanted to replay it after I was done and see what would happen otherwise in the story. In this one, I can't wait till I finish my first one because I'm definitely going in to play the story again just to see what my other decision would have changed everything.
So have you ever played any of the Quantic Dream games like Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain? Because this is more in line with those than a Telltale game,
yeah.
I would say.
Right. No,
Heavy Rain, I would put it.
Heavy Rain, I wanted to. Sweeter and I actually played through that in a night.
Yeah.
Which was that. See, I really want to play this with a second person because playing that game, like switching the controller like back and forth and just like getting drunk and just like making decisions. Like when I was done, I was like, whoa, dude, if I was sober and playing this game by myself, it would have been an entirely different experience. Which is how I feel Until Dawn is going to be when I finally get my hands on it. Like I'm super excited for that game. If we're talking games this summer that I don't think people should miss 6 months from now, I would put that game on the list, no question, just because they don't make games like that anymore.
Right.
There's just not a lot of games like that.
That was the big point I wanted to make eventually. There's not a lot of games like this.
We weren't going to give you time to make that point.
Even if it's just average, it's probably worth checking out just because you probably won't get another one for a while.
Dude, I'd turn off the lights, silence the room. If you're by yourself, put some headphones on. It's got a lot of jump scares. The story is reminiscent of like a classic horror movie in the beginning, the first half, like where it's just like cheesy, campy, like you got your 6 people and they're in this house and it's supposed to be scary. But then like halfway through, I don't know how far you are, Tristan.
Like a couple hours in.
Okay, so like it starts getting there's little twists and stuff in it, dude, but I was enjoying watching her play it. I mean, there's just some stuff where I rolled my eyes. Like,
the writing seemed pretty terrible from the trailers.
I have
some
a
of the
soft
voice
spot
acting was
for
questionable.
2 actors.
There's some weird animations.
The cheerleader?
Not the cheerleader and not the dude from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mr. Robot?
The dude from Mr. Robot and the guy from Prison Break, aka the Blacklist.
Oh my god, dude, you love Prison Break.
No, just that fucking creepy hold my pocket guy, dude. The one who pulls out.
No, Mr. Cold, right?
Not
from
that guy.
Gotham.
Dude. No.
You talk about him all the time being on.
No,
Prison
he's
Break.
not in there.
Captain Cold.
I hate Captain Cold.
No, I'm just saying you love Prison Break. This guy's not in the game, but you've talked about Captain Cold like multiple times and brought up Prison Break.
Dude, Prison
You're the
Break
only person I know that's ever talked about Prison Break.
That what was that? The Disney thing where the Justin Timberlake and like your Britney Spears, like they all
the
met.
Mickey Mouse. Like, you're comparing the Prison Break to Mickey Mouse Club.
Yes, dude. It's like it created superstars.
No one has ever said, "Oh my god, dude! All these people came out of Prison Break."
Really?
You know what we're gonna do next week? The top 7 people will come out of Prison Break that become superstars. You have
superstar.
One. You have a guy who guest stars on The Flash. Guy who's in video game for a little bit until he gets killed off.
Yeah.
Though Sarah Wayne Callies, who played Lori in Walking Dead, from Prison Break also.
Oh. All right, so we're all on board. Until Dawn should be in the top 7.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was way more difficult than it should have been. Why do we take so long?
I'm axing Infinity, and I say we keep Madden and Arkham.
I definitely see we keep Madden. Infinity, you know what? We can axe Infinity, but you're going to regret it if you ever get your hands on it. Because like a couple other things you shit on Infinity for not doing, like, say, like, not having enough of the old stuff, right? Like
no, but then, like, now I see how it's implemented.
And it's implemented in kind of neat ways. My
in the
partner,
toy box, I feel like they just want my wallet.
Yeah, but you know what? I only played, a day of Disney Infinity 2, and I went in the toy box and it was terrible. This one, like all the toy box stuff that I've tried, like the things that they've made and they've forced me to go through, have been cool, like interesting. I want to try them. I want to play more of them, which I didn't want before. And the sidekick is where you get a lot of the old guys, right? So like Robin Hood from the old Robin Hood cartoon in the 50s, it's my sidekick. So he's running around with me, and I put helmets on.
Can you play as him?
I don't need to. It's way better that I'm not, because he's got like this little hat on, and he's got a rocket launcher, and he's killing shit, and I can grab him and punt him and throw him at things. It's kind of interesting. And like Darkwing Duck can be your little sidekick. And you level these little guys up. They're with you on all your missions. They become friends with your fucking amiibos or those things.
What kind of missions does it have? I want you to win me over with this.
I don't think I'm really ready to fight for this game because I haven't played enough. But like,
just from what I've been seeing about it, it's a really short main like Star Wars story, and then you get your toy box.
Yeah, so the main thing is not really what it's all about, right? But what I've tried, the intro of the game kind of makes you go through those. Each little scenario is like almost like a sales pitch. Like, you should probably go buy this playset, and it's cool. You're doing lightsaber battles or whatever. But then when you get to the toy box, it's like just generic shit that they made. Like one of them is like a maze. You have to get through Scrooge McDuck's maze, and you're going through the maze, killing things, finding chests, and then those chests are like little shit to put on your sidekick. What I'm assuming is the toy box takeover stuff, right?
Yeah. And
you can build up your house and paint the walls like the Avengers or the Helicarrier from S.H.I.E.L.D. And every time you're doing things, you're just unlocking more shit. You're getting money to unlock more shit to put in your world. To put Scrooge McDuck's bin, you can go share levels. Like, people build all sorts of levels, you get them. I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to fight for it anymore. I'm tired. I might never play it again.
You're not going to.
Probably not, dude. I did it last year. I don't even know why I'm talking about it so much. Now I have to do that all over again on the block party this week.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But who knows? When I'm out buying Metal Gear Solid 5... Can you just take that
audio and just, like, drop it in the middle of the block party? We'll just, like, tee it up and be like, this is where we talk about Disney Infinity. Just drop that in there.
Who knows? I might drop the ball and drop some money on it when I'm going to pick up Metal Gear. Who knows?
I think it's worth...
If it wasn't 65 plus, I would do it, because...
That's the cheapest one of these games that's ever been made.
And I think I'm so butthurt, too, is because I don't want the Star Wars guys. I want the other shit, dude. And it's, like, forcing me to play through the Star Wars
You want the Inside Out people?
Like, I would rather it just gave me fucking Inside Out, dude, to start with.
You can. You just go... Oh, I mean, you can go get the Inside... Oh, I guess you have to buy a base.
Yeah.
You can just buy a base on fucking GameStop for, like, $5, dude. Go get the Inside Out playset.
But then I can only... Yeah.
Then you got to buy the game for, like... It's, like, $20. So it's 20, 30... It's the same... It'll probably end up being the same price. But just got to piecemeal it together. Or you can go on Amazon. They have the Inside Out playset with a base, I think. The whole thing, the starter kit.
And you can use the old base with the new game?
Yeah, I think the base, as long as you have a PS4 base, you're good to...
All right, we're losing track here.
Do it.
And this is how shit is done behind the scenes.
So we have 7 games in there, huh?
Yeah, we're ready to let's try to put these together. So here's the final 7: The Witcher,
Let's organize them.
Rocket League, Wolfenstein, Until Dawn, Madden, and Arkham Knight. So should we start at 7 here and just lock Madden in?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like you guys are going any higher than 7 on that. I'm not going higher than 5 on Batman, so we'll be here for I'm filibustering.
Well, no, I think we just pretty much made it, dude. Madden 7, 6 is or Batman 6, and Until Dawn 5.
I think that sounds about right.
Because I can't do it.
I mean, I love
Dawn
Batman
over
Arkham
5.
Knight. I put a lot of hours into it, and as far as an impactful game in the summer, it was there. You got to
but are we
experience
gonna put
Battlefield.
Wolfenstein higher than that?
Yeah, because I didn't think Arkham Knight was. Well, I'll let Tristan go out in a second here, but I didn't think Arkham Knight was better than the other Batman games. I just thought it was more, right?
But,
and
yeah,
the Batmobile
like
the Batmobile like took a long time to get used to, and I found myself flying across the board instead of driving. I only used the Batmobile for the combat missions when they made it, which was the main gameplay hook. I did not think that was a great game. I didn't review it for the site, but it was not a great game. It was an okay game. It was an okay Batman game. And fuck that. And like, well, it's not. We can't forget that I got this game on PC, and that game is a goddamn disaster.
Did they ever fix that yet or no?
I don't even have my season pass content. They have my fucking money, dude, sitting in the bank collecting interest.
Yeah, go to the to Steam page and it says TBA, dude.
There's one guy. There's one guy sitting in fucking Warner Brothers up in Vancouver or somewhere, just coding, trying to get that thing to come together in a closet to burn that fucking building to the ground.
But let's be honest. You could play through the whole game, right?
I played through it.
I was lucky enough to be able to, but I said on the block party I had frame rate issues throughout. Like it was fine, but I could tell that it wasn't optimized as well as it should have been. I should have been able to play that thing on Ultra, and
you should have did console.
Yeah, dude.
I should have, but I only ended up paying like $27 for it. So
look at this guy, dude. He had to save his money so he can go buy all the Disney Infinity sets, dude.
Yeah, I gotta buy all them action figures, dude. Gotta get my Frozen figures. Okay, right. So Batman. Do you want to flop Batman and Until Dawn 5, 6?
I can't say Wolfenstein is a 4.
Do we think Rocket?
I mean, I loved it, but
over Until Dawn, I could never put Wolfenstein on my list higher than Until Dawn. I've never played it, but I just feels like another shooter, and Until Dawn to me is like a new experience.
You guys haven't even played Rocket League, and we have that all the way up at 3. You're taking my word for it.
I trust you.
Me and Tristan had a Rocket League conversation earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I have it downloaded. I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
We should all play. We could just be on a team. I don't see why we don't play. We'll just form the Allerton F team.
Can we go against people?
Yeah. Group up and go take people down.
So,
fresh out the gate, can I get a party hat?
Probably not, but you'll get one pretty quick.
As long as their online team up works, then it should get up.
You can wall run, Tristan.
List. Can you?
Yep.
Yeah, you can ride on the ceiling if you can make it up there. Might be your new Titanfall. This might be your new
Rocket League has it all.
Okay, so
just because of what we already spoke about Rocket League, it is the game of the summer, like we said. Like it's just everywhere. You can't fucking turn around without hearing someone talk about it or say something about it, and it's never been in a negative way.
Right. Yeah. I haven't heard a single bad thing about Rocket League.
It's like that Weekend song, dude. It's on everything. Feel your face. All right, sorry for bringing pop culture into this podcast.
Stop it.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
How dare you, dude?
Isn't it? That's like the song of the summer, dude.
I didn't even know what you were talking about. Is it a Taylor Swift song?
Weekend?
What is that?
Feel My Face? That's like the only song you ever hear anywhere.
The Weeknd's the song name or the artist?
Oh my god, dude, Tristan, you literally turned into my grandpa before my eyes.
Tristan's the guy who's going to these fucking indie concerts out in the middle of nowhere, dude, by a lake. Doesn't know this song?
Where would I have heard it though?
Dude,
where do you hear all your music?
Commercials, Spotify, TV. It's like the #1 song on Spotify at all times. It's on commercials.
I'm pretty sure I hear it in the
sporting
background.
Events. It's probably on The Walking Dead. I always hear it like when I'm out and about in the city. So
Alfred's listening to it in the mansion in Arkham Knight.
Yeah, it was like #1 all summer long. So
I've never heard it.
Well, anyways,
I've never heard it.
We did do a top 7 songs of the summer. Our list would have been hilarious.
It would have been like Florida Georgia Line, Taylor Swift.
Kelly Clarkson, like 2002.
Where are we at here?
We're here. I think we're like we're kind of like closing this thing out. Like, what's gonna be number one? The Witcher, Splatoon.
I can't put Splatoon over Witcher.
I can't put The Witcher on number one. I just couldn't get into that game, and you were super high on that game, Tristan, and you couldn't even finish it.
I didn't play that much of it, but from what I played, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
but it wasn't amazing.
How in depth all the story was.
It wasn't amazing enough to make you go back to it instead of playing Titanfall. You'd rather go back and play a 1.5-year-old game than play.
Well, I know Witcher 3's got like 80 more hours into it, so that's always a scary thing for me.
Let's also be 100% honest and clear with everybody. This is a game way outside of Tristan's normal run-of-the-mill.
Whoa, Tristan's been talking about how he played Final Fantasy back in the... He's been kind of like...
I play very few every now and then.
Licking his RPG chops every chance he gets.
Pretty sure you didn't pick a single berry in Final Fantasy. This is a little over the hill on that.
I wonder where Sweener got with this game.
That was my biggest craziest thing.
I played for like 4 hours, dude, and I just was playing, grabbing berries.
Yeah.
I told both Tristan and Sweener, don't buy this game. You guys will never finish it.
If you guys followed the story, it's a great story. Awesome writing.
I will finish this. Mark my word.
Amazing battles like you can get into, but there's also really shitty easy mechanics. Like just fighting the giant monsters and going on the hunts. Like it's just an experience that if it's something you can actually get into and enjoy, like it's not too complicated to play, I don't think, but if it's easy to get distracted. It's like we were talking about Grand Theft Auto before we started going into the top 7, like how Grand Theft Auto 4, like they would make me go across the entire city. You get hit by a car, you get out of your car, you start killing somebody, you just totally lost your focus. But it doesn't defact that like the game is an awesome game, and that's how I feel like The Witcher 3. Like it's easy to lose focus and go and hunt berries for 4 hours, but it doesn't take away that like that entire world is fucking huge and really beautifully made, and like
the visuals on that thing are amazing.
Yeah,
it's an experience.
I hear what you're saying, because I put that thing in when the first weekend it came out, and I couldn't stop playing it. And then I just didn't want to go back, because like Tristan said, it's kind of intimidating to know that there's 80 hours back.
And when I was playing, I'd look at my map, I'd see, oh, that's where I should go for my next little mission or story, whatever it was. And then I'd see like, oh, there's another X, maybe I'll go there first. And so I kept being sidetracked.
It's on the way.
Eventually I would get all of them, but...
All right, so but Splatoon, though.
I don't know. I see Splatoon commercials, and I'm like, how does Jason and Chad love this game so much? It just looks...
I could just say Chad is like, these are the stupidest characters. Everything, like literally everything about that game you said was stupid.
Yeah.
And then you played it and you're like, we have it on video. You're like, wow, this is great. Yeah. Well, how often does that happen in your life?
But it's pretty rare. I haven't gone back to it since we had that big explosion of the weekend, and then I kind of like played it.
Yeah, I haven't played it since I come back from the Splatoon event we had.
I popped it on and tried to play with Amy, and we couldn't be on the same team, so we were always going against each other. And then their new 2 versus, like, their team thing wasn't working. So, like, if you got a buddy you want to play with, don't get it, because you can't play with them. But if you want to play by yourself, it's awesome.
I think the big drawback for it is that it's on Nintendo. And that hurts it. Because...
Dude, I'm actually going to say it's like a game that if you don't have a Wii U, it's worth buying it for.
I'm like, I wouldn't want to play that game on anything but the Wii U, because the way that thing uses the gamepad is second to none. Like, that is the ultimate use of the gamepad. They built that game knowing that it wouldn't be as fun if you don't have the gamepad.
I mean, we all know sales by console and everything, and Wii U is in the dust of Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah.
Well, Xbox One's in the dust of PS4.
I mean, if we have Splatoon as our #1 game, is that going to make people pick up buy a Wii U just to play Splatoon?
Dude, we're game changers, baby. We're gonna make everything happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if it does that.
I wouldn't feel bad if someone was like, "Oh, I went and bought a Wii U because of Splatoon." I would think that would be a good purchase.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? There's a lot of good Wii U games out there now. It's a good catalog. Star Fox is coming up. I can't wait for it.
But I don't think Nintendo's going to catch up any time to...
No, I mean, the Wii U is done. Like, Mario Maker is going to give it a little bump, but it's resting into what it is. That doesn't matter, though, because we're just talking about, is this
Splatoon
like
or The Witcher 3?
I'm okay with going Witcher #1.
I'm going with... let's fucking cast it to a vote, baby. We love votes around here, dude.
Witcher.
Witcher. The cool thing about having The Witcher and Splatoon in the top 2 is both of those games, unlike Batman, which fucked everyone over on their DLC, which Tristan's still getting fucked about on that DLC on a weekly basis.
4 months ago.
How's your skin? How are your skins doing? Your $40 skins. Splatoon and The Witcher 3 are giving you new DLC and new shit every single week, basically.
For free?
Witcher 3, New Game Plus. Splatoon's giving new maps.
Weapons.
Whether they've been on the disc or not, it doesn't matter, dude. The way they're putting them out there is great. So, okay, Witcher, Splatoon, 1, 2. Number 3 right now we have Rocket League. Number 4 we have Until Dawn. 5 Wolfenstein. 6 Batman. 7 Madden.
I haven't played Batman, but I think it deserves higher than a 5. It just seemed really cool, man.
I think it barely deserves a 3.
I mean, if you're a Batman fan and you pick this up, you're going to say, wow, that was a great Batman game. Because before any of the Arkham games came out, they didn't make very good Batman games at all.
No, Tristan, it took all the cool fucking boss battles from the previous Batman games and turned them into car fights.
You guys did say
There's not one cool boss battle in this game. And I play the fucking Batman Arkham games because I want those awesome boss battles.
That's what I knew from
That's
the
a
old
huge
ones.
negative. It was the most disappointing fucking thing about that game was the fact that every boss battle was me using the car, essentially. That was a real bummer. Like, I'm not, outside the fact that I'm pissed that I think they've done
But overall, it's still a solid game, even with the lack of boss battles and the forced car mechanics that they make you do.
Those are 2 giant negatives to me. Like, I wouldn't give that game higher than a 3 rating, and I would be in the 2 to 3 if I was scoring it from the site. Like, I beat it, but when I was done, I was like, about that game.
So then I guess it just goes back to did you guys enjoy more, Wolfenstein or Batman?
I enjoyed Wolfenstein the most of anything, so Wolfenstein for me.
Well, so then I guess you can't give Batman higher than Wolfenstein. Jason?
I don't even want Batman on this list. I want to go on the record. I don't think it was a game worth anybody. I don't think anybody should buy that game. I don't think it's a good game.
I think if you have a console, you should buy it. Jason's just still bit by the PC bug.
I just explained to you guys why I don't think you should buy it. It's not because of the fucking PC bug. It's just I don't think it's a fun game. Unless you like driving.
Do they have 3D mode on that one?
I don't think so.
They should.
Motherfuckers.
I mean, it's not that different than the other Arkham games. Not that different. There's some differences, but it's not that different. They improve visuals. They still have a solid voice acting. That's still there. Great animations. It all worked out pretty well for me, besides some annoyances here and there.
It was pretty. It was pretty. I'll give it that.
And when I first jumped in that car, I thought it was pretty rad.
When I first jumped in it, the controls were shit. Like, if you're driving it, you can't get, like, the reverse buttons in a weird spot. Like, you have to, like, turn it into a transformer to make it turn properly sometimes. Yeah. There's, like, some parts of it that I'm just like, eh. If you want to put it above Wolfenstein,
every time I call that car over and I'm walking on the street and the animation of jumping inside it, like, every time I think that's just awesome. So,
I admit that's pretty cool. There's some cool things in Batman, but as a whole, I just didn't think it was the best of the trilogy. The fighting mechanics are just like, eh. It's like you've been there so many times and everybody's knocked it off. It just wasn't as interesting as it used to be to me.
That was the big hook in the original, yeah.
It's just the boss battle is really what got me though.
No Killer Croc battle, dude. I remember that battle was awesome.
Yeah, no cool battle with like anything. It was just a little bit bummer. So do we put Batman at 6, Wolfenstein at 5, and Until Dawn? Are we okay with Until Dawn at 4? We're all on board with that?
Yeah.
Good with that.
Rocket, I think we have our list. Unless someone wants to bring something from the dead.
Chad's gonna try.
No, I'm just kind of I'm making sure, dude. I'm not putting. This is the first. I'm not putting out a fucking shitty list.
Here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Welcome to the list.
Welcome to the party.
All right.
Because you were okay with what we did last time.
I actually, for comparison's sake, guys, I put my top 7 right next to it, so you guys can take a look at how close I got to the final list. I feel like I got my dream list.
You did a pretty good job. The only one I feel like the Metal Gear thing, hopefully we're okay with it missing the cutoff.
Hey, fuck everybody if they don't like the cutoff. That's our cutoff, baby. Get used to it.
We'll just make a little note in the beginning to let everyone know, like, we thought about Mad Max and Metal Gear, but, you know, they didn't come through. They just missed the cut by a day.
Yeah. But come back for our fall. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Join us for Game of the Year, where we'll potentially talk about that and Batman Arkham Knight as Game of the Year.
I'm excited for Game of the Year. We probably should get cracking on that.
I started working on it.
Tomorrow.
I already started working on some of the graphics. I'm pretty excited.
Sweet.
Awesome.
I got some concepts, but that is not why we're here. We're here for our top 7, and I think we're done.
Run it down. Run it down.
Number 1, The Witcher 3.
Yep.
Number 2, Splatoon. Number 3, Rocket League. Number 4, Until Dawn. Number 5, Wolfenstein: Old Blood. Number 6, Batman Arkham Knight. And number 7, Madden NFL 16.
Solid.
Good with it.
I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah.
I feel like we did a good job on that one.
Nobody had to get hurt.
Nope.
Yeah, no
tears were shed.
one's going to be offended. Everyone's going to be offended. Like, if you're listening to this, put your top 7 down in the comments right now. Tell
Yeah, dude. Let's see other people's top 7.
This is hard. We've all learned this is hard.
Yeah,
It's
you
hard.
can't just
Never
fucking
get,
whip
you
up
can't
a
please
list.
you can't please anybody. We're not trying to please anybody, but no matter what you do, everybody gets upset.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like that. I like
kinda
that.
like getting people
everyone
riled
has,
up, dude.
Everyone has their own opinion, right? Like that's the whole fun of like these lists. It's not just to see our list, but to see all your guys' lists too. That's why we're doing this. And we just want you to see what we're doing. So thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Jason, Chad, Tristan.
Thank
See
you,
ya.
guys.
Thank you.